Hello and welcome to the March edition of SMC-TV at St. Mary's College. I'm Carrie Rose.
And I'm Caroline Smith.
I'm a senior at St. Mary's, majoring in communication studies with a minor in public relations and advertising. After graduation, I am pursuing a career in the hospitality industry.
I'm a sophomore at St. Mary's College and majoring in communication studies with a major in public relations, advertising, and business.
Last weekend, Residence Hall Association hosted its annual Lil Sibs weekend. This 3-day event was an opportunity for students to bond with their younger siblings on campus while they attended various activities planned by the Lil Sibs Committee. This year's theme was Lil Sibs Around the World. The main event was an international fair that featured 14 countries in Europe, Asia, and Africa, as well as Australia. Each display offered a native food and activity for the children and their sisters to enjoy. The St. Mary's and Notre Dame Irish dance team concluded the international fair with a performance. The Lil Sibs Committee has been planning the weekend since September and was very excited to broaden the kids' global horizons while they got to spend the weekend with their sister at college.
Some exciting news for St. Mary's campus safety. Robert Post has been selected to serve as the new director of campus safety. He began his new role on February 19, 2019. Mr. Post replaced David Garaby, who retired on February 1, 2019. Robert comes to St. Mary's with over 25 years of law enforcement experience in a variety of roles on state, county, and local levels. You might recognize Robert as he has been an officer at St. Mary's for quite some time. Please give him a St. Mary's warm welcome as Mr. Post takes on his new role.
Lambda Pi Eta, the National Communication Association's honor society, is inducting new members at the annual induction ceremony on Tuesday, April 2nd. The purpose of Lambda Pi Eta, in regard to the field of communication studies, is to stimulate interest, to recognize, foster, and reward outstanding scholastic achievement, to promote and encourage professional development, to provide an opportunity to discuss and exchange ideas, to establish and maintain closer relationships between faculty and students, and to explore options for graduate education. To be eligible, students need to hold a minimum GPA of 3.25 in communication courses and rank within the highest 35% of their graduating class, among other requirements. Students are encouraged to invite their family and friends to the induction ceremony to recognize their exceptional achievement.
The Grammy Award-winning country music superstar Tim McGraw is coming to South Bend as part of Idea Week festivities. He will perform on Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m. at the Purcell Pavilion in the Joy Center. Student discount tickets are currently sold out. There are still regular tickets available. Go buy your tickets now. You don't want to miss it.
The theater program at St. Mary's had a special guest on campus this February. Sutton Foster, a Broadway and television actress, visited campus on February 19th to work with students. Here's Stephanie Johnson with the full story.
On Monday, February 18th, students, faculty, and South Bend community members gathered here in O'Loughlin Auditorium to hear from Broadway actress Sutton Foster.
Theater students at St. Mary's were busy preparing to perform for Sutton Foster in the first few months of this semester. Foster, who is a 2-time Tony Award-winning actress, led students and community members in a theater masterclass, followed by a lunch where students could talk with the actress one-on-one.
We were looking for someone in musical theater, and what drew us to Sutton Foster is she's a 2-time Tony Award winner. She is a rock star, and she's really good, and she is known to be an educator, known to be good working with students, and that is something that's very attractive.
Foster's visit was made possible by the Margaret Hill Endowment, a fund which allows for annual artist residencies such as this one. Past artists include Audra McDonald, Glenn Close, and Sigourney Weaver.
It's very important to know your craft and be confident in your ability, but I feel like there is a lot that needs to be known about how to make it in the industry, how to budget, how to plan auditions, and really how to navigate that way of life.
Yes, that's so great. Like, what does that look like? What does it feel like? It goes by so fast. The more specific you are, then I see it. Does that make sense? Yes.
This was Stephanie Johnson with the St. Mary's News.
Sheridan will be talking about the 175th anniversary of St. Mary's College. Her story will discuss some of the key aspects that make up the beautiful campus and community. As she interviews current St. Mary's students, faculty, and staff, we look forward to hearing about some of the wonderful St. Mary's memories, both past and present.
As we celebrate the 175th anniversary of St. Mary's College, we will be taking a look inside the convent of the Sisters of the Holy Cross and talking with Sister Lou. Sister Lou was a student here at St. Mary's and was here during the time that Sister Madaleva was the third president. She majored in nursing and then became a professor here at the college. She will be giving us some insight as to how the college has grown since then. How has St. Mary's College changed since you've been here?
A lot of buildings have been changed, added, and and a lot of classes have been added. Some majors have been added. So it's just grown since I was here. But St. Mary's is known for its education, so it's known to be good.
And what drew you to join the Order of the Sisters of the Holy Cross?
I like the way the joy that they spread, the community that they lived, and how they treated one another. So there are just a lot of things about Holy Cross that is good. Sister Madaleva was my first, she was the president when I first entered, and she was quite a lady. You know, she was pretty strong and a good leader. She was, she helped other people learn and become leaders, and that takes a good woman. Yeah, she was a great lady, and I learned a lot from her.
What are some of the accomplishments that you think have contributed to this lasting legacy?
I think that the education, you just know that things are going to change and be different, and so you kind of get used to that. But I was very happy with the changes, and we've grown a lot as a women's college. We've grown a lot as women, I think, in the past 2 or 3 decades. Women have come up in the world a little more than they were when I was a student. I'm so impressed with how the students really are and how they live here at St. Mary's, because they don't always do that on college campuses. And I think the leaders of this college are to be commended for the examples they set for these young women.
This is Sheridan Sims reporting for SMC-TV News.
The Notre Dame and St. Mary's Irish dance team attended the All-Irish Dance Competition in Ireland earlier this month. We'll be giving you an inside look into how they prepared for the competition and interviews with some of the team members about the experience.
Irish dance is one of the many clubs students can join here on campus at St. Mary's. I spoke to student Rebecca Sidler about her involvement in Irish dance and their recent trip to Ireland to compete in the All-Ireland Dance Competition.
The St. Mary's and Notre Dame Irish Ceilidh team has been working hard for a few months to get the dance just right. The St. Mary's Irish Dance President and Ceilidh team member Rebecca Sidler tells me a little bit about her involvement in Irish dance here at St. Mary's.
I've been on the Irish dance team since, freshman year, and I've been on the Ceilidh team for just 2 years. This is my second year doing it. You have to be done competing for 2 years before you can try out for the Ceilidh team. So I had to wait until I competed. My last competition was senior year of high school, so I had to wait 2 more years after that before I could join the team.
The Ceilidh is a very difficult dance, and Rebecca explains how important accuracy is when performing it at competitions.
When you're doing the Ceilidh, you have to make sure that everything is completely in line and everyone's in sync. There's a part where we do spins, and I'll look at the spins and they look fine to me, but I don't really know spins, I guess. But my Ceilidh coach will look at them and be like, oh, you guys were off on 4 and 5, and we'll have to completely rework the whole dance. Sometimes we'll just break it down by counts, because everyone has to be in the exact same angle at the exact same counts and pass through at the same time in a line. So the spins are tricky, and the whole rest of the dance just has to be completely in line with each other. So that's what makes Ceilidh so challenging, is that our appearance but also the dancing all has to be the same as each other. We all have to be perfectly in line, and if something's even a little bit off, then you can completely tell and it ruins the whole dance and you lose. So it's a lot of pressure to be on time and to be dancing with your partner, and that's why we do all the preparation and all of the drills and everything.
The 8 members and their coach travelled to Ireland at the end of February and competed against 6 other Ceilidh teams. Thankfully, they placed first, meaning all their hard work had paid off.
Well, we won the competition. We danced pretty well. I think that was one of the better times that we danced. It's always kind of tricky though when we get to the competition because things always start to fall apart right before because of our nerves and everything. So we were kind of nervous that we weren't going to pull through, but everything went well.
This has been Kate Muir for SMC-TV.
Last fall, Dr. Nancy Neck-Vasil, St. Mary's Provost, fulfilled the role of interim president while the college begins an academic search for a president starting the end of this semester. One of our reporters, Carrie Rose, had an opportunity to sit down with the interim president, Neck-Vasil. Here she is now with the story about what it's like to be president.
Being president of St. Mary's College is no small feat. Here's President Neck-Vasil discussing what it's like to be St. Mary's president.
President Neck-Vasil was asked how she became interested in higher education.
I liked college students because I liked students that were more motivated and at that level of education. So I've been here for 34 years.
Did you ever imagine you would become a college president?
No, that was something that was never, ever, ever on my radar. I love St. Mary's and I feel very strongly about investing in St. Mary's and giving back. So that was an opportunity for me to do that. And then this transition happened and of course I said yes.
So what is your favorite part of being president?
I really like when we can collectively as a group come to a decision, make a decision and move ahead on that. That's very rewarding. Another part of what I love is just really getting to interact with people from all areas of the college.
She was asked how it feels to be president during such a significant time with the college's 175th anniversary.
What I really like about this celebration that we're doing is it's spread throughout the year and we have various events going on, and I think that that really helps people to embrace the fact that it's 175 years, and it gives us a chance to tell more of the stories. The sisters are still a part of what we do, and that's really our legacy. So it's just such a blessing, and it's really very humbling, actually.
The president then gave advice for graduating seniors in the class of 2019.
Remember who you are. In the time that you've been here, in the 4 years, you've developed, you've kind of come into your own, you know more about yourself, you've found your voice. Well, you have the skills, right? You have those essential skills to really do whatever you want. And so don't be afraid to try new things.
The president talked about her 2 Great Danes and discussed whether we will ever see them around campus.
They are so wonderful. They are such a handful. I would love to bring them to campus, but I'm very embarrassed at their disobedience, so I have to work on them a little bit more before I bring them to campus.
What are their names?
Tia and Essie.
Okay, that's everything.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Carrie.
I'm Carrie Rose, reporting for SMC-TV.
Notre Dame football is starting their spring season. There are some exciting events and news coming up. Caroline will be interviewing some Notre Dame football managers regarding the upcoming season. Here's Caroline now with the story.
Notre Dame football had a great 2017 through 2018 season. They are currently ranked number 5 in all of college football rankings. I interviewed 2 senior football equipment managers, Jenny Buck and Molly Hart, who work with a team on a daily basis as well as have an insider's perspective.
We just came off a very great season, so there's still a lot of hype about going into spring ball and then next season with the team we have. And then in January we also had 11 early freshman enrollees who have come and started to work out.
And we're also continuing to see players develop from last season, like Ian Book, Jalen Elliott, Dalen Hayes, Chase Claypool. So we're really excited to see them on the field this spring and next fall.
Again, there were a number of Notre Dame players at the NFL Combine in Indianapolis. One of the most notable was Miles the Catch Boykin. who I think ran one of the fastest 40 times. And it was broken up over a number of days by position groups.
Yeah, so a few players from last season that are in the combine, or who were in the combine this past season, are Jerry Tillery, Dexter Williams, Julian Love, Miles Boykin, Drew Tranquil, Avon Coney, and Alex Mudge. So can't forget about him.
And tickets for the 2019 Blue and Gold game, presented by Bowling Vision, go on sale Wednesday, March 13th on UND.com. The game is 12:30, April 13th. It's a Saturday, and it's at Notre Dame Stadium.
Proceeds from the Blue Gold game will support the scholarship fund of the Notre Dame Club of St. Joseph Valley.
Go Irish, go Bell!
This is Caroline Smith with sports for SMC-TV.
Thank you for joining us this week for SMC-TV News Magazine.
Join us next time and be sure to watch our new talk show, Morning Bells. I'm Caroline.
And I'm Carrie Rose. Have a great day and go Bells.